Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Aquarius September 29, 2024. The moon spends the day in your social sector, prompting a focus on your friendships or goals related to happiness and enjoyment. However, on another level, today's energies find you more concerned than usual with your obligations and goals. Further, some indecision is likely due to a Venus-Jupiter minor influence that tends to draw out any latent restlessness you might have. You could have many different ideas in play right now, but with this transit, focusing doesn't come readily. Venus is now transiting your second house of values, money, and possessions, until October, and Jupiter's influence can exaggerate your desires for things that might not have true value to you in the long term. Try to treat these as whims and fancies of the moment. There might also be a conflict of values that gets under your skin if someone's opinions bother you. If so, you might unwind and avoid clinging too tightly to your expectations. However, once over this hump, with this new Venus transit, you're especially interested in pacing yourself, winding down, and building upon your resources in the weeks ahead. Affections stabilize during this cycle. Relationships will be feeling more intense now. As sweet Venus, your planetary ruler, and our lesser benefic, shivers in the deep abyss of Scorpio, you'll be feeling quite possessive and eager for passion. This can make your relationship more exhilarating as you grow closer in body and soul. However, it can also just as quickly make it far more volatile as you rock back and forth on the waves of desire, trust, or frustration. The best thing to do is to have a heart-to-heart and face the music rather than running away from authentic communication and honesty. Being vulnerable at this time could be challenging, but it will also be vastly rewarding. Everyone will want to connect with you today. You will be all the rage in your social groups and professional network when the moon in Leo sextiles the sun in your sign. Colleagues, work friends, and clients will reach out to you. There will be a plethora of run-ins and messages alike. Since this is a highly social period, you could use this energy to reconnect with your work community. Do not be afraid to reach out to colleagues you have not spoken with in a while or attend events if you feel called to do so. When you are disciplined, no other sign can produce the kind of beneficial life source that you are capable of because your higher self is generally geared toward helping others. You must ground your physical body in the here and now to be able to reach that higher self. Use discipline to train your body to crave exercise and your mind to crave the healthiest foods possible. Here begins the successful adventure. Start this day without upsetting or questioning things. Indeed, the vibrations at the moment will tend to slow you down and make you ponder your initiatives. You will need to come to terms with events, most notably in your professional life, because the people you collaborate with won't miss out on opportunities to discourage you. Be vigilant and active in the different situations that come up, and everything will go for the best. As Mercury begins his first full day in Libra, he benefits from the presence of the Sun and the asteroid Juno, the Queen of Commitment, as well as Venus having already moved through. In these early days of your birthday month and new solar, with an eclipsing new moon next week, Venus has already given your heart a voice regarding your desires, hopes, and resolutions for the coming year. Now Mercury is here to focus on the timing and details. Meanwhile, Venus's early days in your income sector receive a significant boost from favorable professional conditions. The moon not only returns for its first visit to your friendship sector since Mercury, the planet of communication, left, but shortly after returning today, it will move straight into a friendly aspect to the North Node in your relationship sector. While this is a monthly event and something that will always kick off a positive few days for friendship and relationship building, there is both a chance to recapture something from the past and look to the future with confidence. Our eyes in the sky. Have you ever been in a relationship where you felt deeply connected, but at the same time, you could still laugh, be silly, and just enjoy the lightness of life together? That's a special kind of magic, isn't it? Today, The universe is encouraging you to embrace that energy, whether it's in a romantic relationship, a friendship, or even in your connections with family. It's about finding that beautiful balance between depth and playfulness. Sometimes we get so wrapped up in the seriousness of life that we forget how powerful it is to simply enjoy the moment with someone we care about. So today, let yourself feel that joy. If you've been looking for a way to reignite that spark in a relationship, maybe now is the time to reach out, have fun, and share a laugh together. When life feels overwhelming, it's easy to slip into the mindset of thinking we need to handle everything alone. You've been there, right? That feeling where you think, I can do this, I don't need to bother anyone. But often, the strength and clarity we're seeking come not from going it alone, but from reaching out. Have you ever had a problem that felt unmanageable until you opened up to someone, and suddenly, just talking it out made everything feel lighter? That's the kind of support that's available to you right now. Whether it's through a trusted friend, a family member, or even a colleague, don't hesitate to seek out that connection. You might be surprised at how much easier things feel when you let someone else in. You may also find yourself in the middle of several discussions or group activities today. Your enthusiasm and passion are shining through, and people are naturally drawn to your ideas. But here's a gentle reminder: it's easy to get so wrapped up in expressing yourself that you forget to really listen. We've all been in situations where we're so eager to get our point across that we don't realize we might be coming off a bit strong. Have you ever looked back on a conversation and thought, maybe I should have listened more and talked a little less? It happens to all of us. Today, the stars are encouraging you to find that balance between expressing your ideas and staying open to others' perspectives. Sometimes, the best way to win people over isn't by pushing your viewpoint, but by showing that you're willing to listen and consider theirs too. And aching of meaningful, helping others is a theme today too. There's something incredibly rewarding about giving selflessly, isn't there? When you offer your time, advice, or even just a listening ear, it tends to come back to you in unexpected ways. Maybe it's that feeling of fulfillment, or maybe it's the universe bringing people into your life to support you just when you need it most. Have you ever noticed that when you help others, the kindness often circles back to you? That's the kind of energy today is all about. A special conversation is on the horizon, one that could lead to a deeper understanding or even a breakthrough in a relationship that matters to you. So, keep your heart open and be ready to receive as much as you give. On a more practical note, if you've been working toward a big goal or project, today's energy is perfect for making real progress. You're full of ideas and excitement, but remember, as thrilling as it is to see things moving forward, it's important to stay grounded. Have you ever been so caught up in the rush of success that you missed a crucial detail? We've all been there. Today is a reminder to slow down just enough to ensure that everything is in order. Make sure you've got a solid plan, and don't be afraid to ask for advice if you need it. You've got the skills and the drive, but sometimes a little outside perspective can make all the difference in turning a good plan into a great one. When it comes to financial matters, it's a good day to be cautious. If you've been a little distracted or absorbed in other areas of your life, this isn't the time to dive headfirst into big financial decisions. Have you ever felt rushed to make a decision, only to regret it later because you didn't take the time to think it through? Today's energy suggests it's wise to avoid any risky investments or complex deals that could go sideways. Instead, focus on the essentials. Take a step back, reassess where you are, and make sure you're only spending on what's truly necessary. The good news? This is just a temporary pause. Your financial instincts will bounce back stronger soon enough. So, take a deep breath, stick to the basics for now, and trust that things will smooth out in time.